quadratic inequalities. In one variable. So here we are going to discuss about the quadratic inequalities, whereas which consists of a single variable. So this is of part 1 in an advanced level. So here we know that the gen form of a quadratic equation is of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and in which a is greater than 0 and these a, b, c values are of real, and in case ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 and ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 are the inequalities of that particular quadratic equation. So here gen form, that is the general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, in which the coefficient of x square is of a. So this a will be of greater than 0 and b comma c belongs to the real constants as the reals, or in other words the real numbers, whereas the coefficient of x is of b and c is a real constant. So here coefficient of x square is equals to a and coefficient of x is equals to b, and the real constant is equals to c. Then in which ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 and ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 are said to be inequalities. So here let us solve some of the inequalities, that is example number 1. Solve the inequation which is x square minus x minus 2 less than 0. Solution starts now. So whereas in this solution, as per the problem, the inequation which is given to us is of x square minus x minus 2 is less than 0. So this is the given inequation. So that implies ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 is the gen form, that is the general form of quadratic inequality. Then now we have to solve this inequality for x. The given inequality is of x square minus x minus 2 is less than 0. So, first of all, the left side of the inequality symbol is of x square minus x minus 2. It is of second degree expression. So, let us find out the factors. It has two factors since the degree is of 2. So, let us find out the factors of this expression that is on the left side of the inequality. So, now let us go for the cross method. X square can be splitted as x into 2, x into x as x square. Then this 2 can be splitted as 2 ones is of 2. We need minus x, that is coefficient of x is of 1, that is minus 1. So, we need minus 1x as the middle term. So, here is to get the middle term as minus 1x, here the greater one among 2 and 1 is of 2. So, it must be assessed the minus sign. Then now, so we need minus 1. So, when we assess the sign here minus, minus of minus will be of plus. Then we have to add up 2 plus 1 will be of 3, but it is not the coefficient of x, that is the middle term. So, it must be assessed as the positive sign. So, here minus of plus will be of minus. So, 2 minus 1 will be the greater minus the least. 2 minus 1 is of 1. So, you will be adding 1x. So, we can attach x and x here if it is of 2x. Then now, in this manner, say here 2 can be splitted as, say here 2 into 1. Then now, by cross multiplication, so 2 into x is of 2x and 1 into x is of 1x. To get the middle term, that is minus 1x. So, here 2x must be assessed minus sign, and here 1x must be assessed the positive sign. Then that is equals to, by simplification further, minus of plus is minus. So, we have to subtract greater minus least, that is 2x minus 1x is of 1x. Therefore, 2 is greater than 1. So, 2 sign is of minus sign. So, we got minus 1x, which is nothing but the middle term. So, here 2 must be assessed here minus sign, and similarly 1 must be assessed as the positive sign. To write the factors of this x square minus 1x minus 2, that is the left side of the inequality. So, we have to write horizontally. First factor is of x minus 2, then the second factor will be of x plus 1. So, x minus 2 into x plus 1 is less than 0 will be the next logical step. So, that implies x minus 2 into x plus 1 is less than 0. Then now, here x plus 1 will be of greater. So, 1 must be greater and the 1 must be lesser. So, here that implies x minus 2 must be less than 0 and x plus 1 must be greater than 0. So, here if the symbol is of less than 0, so here once we have to take as a less than, and for once we have to take as the greater one. So, here x minus 2 lesser than 0 and x plus 1 greater than 0. Then now, or in other words, we can write it as x minus 2, if it is greater than 0, then x plus 1 will be lesser than 0. So, here that implies, in order to find out the x value, so here x minus 2 is on the left hand side, lesser than 0. So, in order to remove or in order to eliminate this minus 2, I am going to add up 2 on either side of the inequality. So, here similarly, and x plus 1 greater than 0, that is x plus 1 greater than 0. So, in order to eliminate this plus 1, we have to subtract 1 on either side of the inequality. So, here in the first case, the reason is of, by adding 2 on both sides of inequality, whereas here we got this logical step by subtracting 1. On both sides of inequality. So, in this manner we got these two steps, logical steps, by these two reasons. Then the next logical step will be of, whereas here plus 2 and minus 2 will be gets cancelled in the first inequality, whereas in the next inequality, say here minus 1 and plus 1 will be gets cancelled. Then the next logical step will be of. So, that implies x is on the left hand side, less than, we can struck off this 0, then only 2 is left over, and x is greater than, we can struck off this 0, so we got minus 1. Then now, the next logical step will be of, that implies x less than 2 and, so x is greater than minus 1. When we interchange the greater than symbol as less than, so here minus 1 will be, so here when x is greater than minus 1, then automatically minus 1 will be lesser than the x. So here we can write it as minus 1 is less than the x. Then we can write the same step as greater than. So minus 1 is less than x. So here that implies, so I am going to write it as minus 1 less than x and x less than 2. Therefore, the solution set is equals to x such that minus 1 is less than x, and this particularly this x is again less than 2. So in this manner we got the solution set as, so here minus 1 is less than x in the first case, minus 1 is less than x, and this particularly this x is again less than 2, x is less than 2. So here therefore the solution set will be of x such that minus 1 is less than x and less than 2.